conferencing system. It's an entry-level digital system which now is complete with interpretation stations. Tomorrow the presentation will be about the interpretation more in details. About the entire system, it consists of a few elements. We have a delegate unit, two types of microphones, normal length and the longer one, 43 or 58 centimeters. Both are hypercardioid. And we have a central unit, that's it. So it's very easy to calculate the system. And now we have the interpretation, of course. There are so many special facts about this system. Let's start with the physical things. Yes. So from my aspect, it looks fresh and new, stylish. We have some space here for the name card. We have an LED here at the back, and the LED on the button, and LED here. Very special, unique compatibility. It has the standard 3-pin XLR here. So all the gooseneck microphones, condenser gooseneck microphones will be compatible with this system. So if you don't need the LED, you can use any of our goosenecks here without the LED. Somebody don't want to have the LED here in the picture.
The rest of the conferencing system that unique ports, that they usually have 5 pins and whatever.
Yes, this is very, very unique. Okay. What else? Yes, we have. It's a digital system. We use Cat5e or Cat6 cables, RJ45 connectors. So cabling is very easy, and if you break the cable, you just replace the cable. It's cheap. So unlike the competitors who have pigtail cables, we don't have the pigtail cables. We have easy to replace Cat5e or Cat6 cables, standard cables. Okay, we have headphones output. We can change the volume and the channel on the delegate unit. That's quite a standard.
No German unit?
Good question. No, we don't have German unit. Any of them can be the German. Instead of that, we can set different levels of priority. Let me show it to you. So if we go to setup, these are the connected devices, and if we go in one delegate unit, detailed settings, this is the priority section. So we can enable or disable the priority, and without any priority, this is the basic, so no priority level. If we add the priority without any more rights or functions, we ensure that unit to have the right to jump in anytime. That's important. So it cannot be overwritten or interrupted. He can jump in anytime. If we add this, he can cut or mute the others, like a chairman, with 2 seconds of pushing the button. And we can define a unit that is a kind of moderator who can cut or mute the others, who can always jump in, but can be cut or muted from the big boss, from the chairman. So there are different levels of priority, and you can set up the levels individually for each delegate unit.
Let me ask you. You have to have Can I use also the front panel of this unit to configure these mics? Or you need the software?
You don't need the software. It's a standard iPad and the browser. So this is a web remote. You don't need to install. You don't need to install anything. The central unit here is connected to a wireless access point, and we have access from 2 units here.
Can I still configure these mics with the front panel?
The individual settings can be done only from the user surface here. The global settings can be done from the front panel as well. So global settings without this, yes. Individual settings, you need this. But you can have an Android tablet or whatever to access it. You need only the browser. So if you connect the central unit to the network, you ask the central unit about the IP address, you type in the IP address in the browser and you are there. You can access the central unit with the 3 units at the same time. And there are 2 levels of access, operator and administrator. Both can be password protected. So yes, 3 controlling devices at a time and 2 levels. So this was about priority. We can change the LED color of the back LED here. So now it's blue. We can change the button LED color globally and the back LED individually. And we cannot change the color of this. So, you know, in conferencing, normally red is on and off is off. But if somebody comes from the audio world, where red is muted, we can change the LEDs here and here to green, and replace the microphone with a non-LED microphone, and now it's green. And these lights are visible for the speaker and for the others as well, so they don't necessarily need the LED here. So yes, it can be done.
Then I can use any other microphone, basically, a gooseneck.
Yes.
And still use the LEDs on the...
Yes. Or if there are different parties with different colors, you can set up different colors for them here. So it's a nice feature.
Same features on the base unit of this and the flat unit here?
Yes, these are the same unit.
Also have LED behind?
Pardon? Yes.
Also have LED behind?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the LED here. So, yes, it's the same unit. Just this guy is flush mounted. What else? Okay, limitations. One central unit can power up to 50 delegate units. Pardon?
What were you saying?
One central unit is up to 50 delegate units, and 3 central units can be daisy chained. So the limitation, the maximum number of delegate units is 150. And you can use ring or daisy chain topology. The ring gives you an additional safety redundancy, and if you break the ring, it automatically becomes 2 daisy chains. So you don't need to stop the conference and reboot the system. It will tell you that ring became daisy chain, but that's it. It works. Okay. What else?
Digital recording?
Yes, up to 4 channels. So on USB, so on the front panel there is a USB socket. If you plug a USB stick, you can record on the USB stick. You can select if it's MP3 or WAV, which can be up to 4 channels. And we have 4 groups in the system, so you can group the delegates, delegate units, and you can record them individually if you want. So it can be 4 channels. For example, in a courtroom situation, the judge, the defense, and so on, the prosecutor and the prosecuted, they can be on different channels.
Recorded on different channels?
Yes. This is why we have the groups, and we have 4 different outputs, which can be the groups. So, but there is a quite sophisticated routing feature in the system. Let's get back to the. Unfortunately, the Wi-Fi is very slow here. Let me show you the Central Unit Audio setup part. So these are the external inputs for microphone or line inputs. So you can use EQ, input gain, level, low cut, phantom power for presentation microphones or whatever. To microphone input number 2, you can connect an ambient microphone, and you can use it as an ambient sensor and set up the automatic voice activation threshold in so how to say based on the ambient sound level.
Okay. To do what? To start the system or?
No. So all the delegate units can be button or voice activated.
Okay.
And you can set up the threshold level of the voice activation, or you can select the ambient microphone as the level of the threshold. So
if everyone is shouting, basically to switch off the system. Okay.
Okay. And we have an auxiliary input. We have 2 return channels for third-party interpretation desks. We have 4 groups in the system, and we have feedback suppressors for the groups. And this is the output settings, the 4 outputs. So you can select what to output, languages or the groups or the floor. Here, let's make it. Yeah, the connection is very.
This system can also connect to a video conferencing in a way and feed the video conferencing, or a PA and have feedback suppression on it.
Yes, it's good for video conferencing. So we have 4 outputs. You can define what to route to which output, and the entire system is IP controllable. So you can integrate it integrate it in a larger system with controlling and so on. So with Crestron or AMX system if you want. Yes.
What else?
Do you have any questions?
No, thank you very much.
I'm sorry, I'm quite